right, hey, I'm going in. This the end. This the last phone I'm ever getting.
Yeah. But they put that technology go up so much.
Right.
It's like you got a flat screen TV, but then you got a TV with a big back on it.
Right.
You got
He got the original.
Yeah.
He got the thin version, but
All right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right. First off, we want to start off by giving all the glory, infinite praise, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, and Kakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders, a great millstone that do rule and teach well in this tabernacle of David that is being built up in these latter days. All right. Peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect, the 144,000 giving all diligence to make their calling and election sure. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. Hey, we are the brothers here of GMS Savannah. All right. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. All right. Babylon the Great, as it's known in the Holy Bible. All right. Also known as America. Okay. And also to wake up you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to your true heritage. Okay. You are the children of Israel according to the Bible. All right. The Lord's chosen people. And contrary to popular belief, the Lord is visiting America. Okay, America is being visited for all of its sins, all of its transgressions. All right, one being what the enslavement of the so-called Negroes here in this country. All right, and also in South America, and Central America. Okay, Canada too. So this whole Western Hemisphere was, really sought up according to the scriptures to be a prison camp for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, to put you in the mind of repentance. All right, to bring you back to who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh and Yahushua. Okay, and we are in some very beautiful times, man, very prophetic times. All right, and we come out here to warn, anybody who listens, really. Okay, but primarily you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, that this is the time of trouble. All right, that these are very, very, very perilous times for our people. All right, the government is putting a squeeze on you. Right, they're cutting off the EBT, the food stamps. Okay, certain federal workers are being fired and furloughed and laid off. All right. And we come out here to let you know that this is the end of America. All right. America is not, it doesn't have 4 more years or whatever. Maybe it do, but you're going to see the end of this place in your lifetime.
Hey, not only that, look what Trump is doing to these different boats coming from Venezuela.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he bumming the shit out of these boats, man.
Not even that now. They said the boat that hit wasn't even from Venezuela. It was from Trinidad, one of the other boats.
Wow.
They said it had some Jamaicans, not Jamaicans,
Wow.
who wasn't from that area.
Yep.
Yeah, they killed the other, the family.
That's important too,
Yeah.
because I forget who I think she's the Speaker of the House. She was saying that we're basically gonna handle Antifa, right, which is the it stands for anti-fascist. We're gonna handle them like we've been doing the people in the Gulf of America, right? And that's what she said, the Gulf of America, right, which is supposed to be the Gulf of Mexico, right? But they've been bombing those boats, with no trial.
Yeah.
They don't know who's on the boats. They just
if we see a boat, it looks suspicious.
Right.
Blow it up.
Blow it up.
Yeah.
So, and that's what they've been saying they want to do to you U.S. citizens that rebel against their authority. So we're living in those times, man.
Yep.
So, everybody who thinks that their freedom is gonna, that this place is gonna keep on going on business as usual, it's not.
Yep.
All right, they're heading towards that new world order that we've been speaking about, man. Novos Oros Secloros. All right, that's on your dollar bill. Okay. Hey, what does it stand for? Basically, what does it say? Damn, I forget what it means. Out of many one. We will achieve our new world order, basically. So what?
We got a little copyright thing there.
Yeah, I got you. We're gonna put it on there.
But yeah, like how you said, all out of chaos. He already look what he's doing right now in Washington D.C. Hell, at first he told me he was gonna take off a section of the east wing. Now he just said, "The hell with it, take the whole damn thing down." He tore the whole eastern side down.
And that's what should make these people get upset, angry, mad, pissed the hell off.
Somebody
because
said
they're taking your money to build a fucking ballroom in the White House.
Yeah, but behind that, and the reason why the guy said, "Where are these so-called people that cried about them taking down these Confederate statues?" But you got this guy who's literally ripping down the east wing of the White House that's been standing for years, or I should say centuries, to put a ballroom inside it. But actually, in actuality, if you look at it, under that ballroom is a bunker, and he wants to upgrade that bunker.
Yeah.
That's why he's doing it now.
And not only that, man, look what he signed into order, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Cristobal Colon. Yeah. They're celebrating the Christopher Columbus Day. Yeah. So this devil is still, pushing that wickedness, still pushing that violence toward the tribes.
That's right. Yep. And you so-called Negroes and Latinos, Native Americans, hey, it's time for you to wake up, man. Yep. You've been lulled to sleep. You've been you've been made to think that this man has changed, man. And he's showing you those horns now. Yep. And we told you these times were coming, man.
That great wrath.
Yeah. The prophets have told you. He warned you about these times, man.
So just like how you showed the horn. We all grew up watching Bugs Bunny. Yep. Just like how you remember inside that little arena, Bugs Bunny played the matador. Right. Yeah. And he kept messing with the bull. The bull said, "Okay, I got you." Right. He go on around and take that little pole little thing, wax up the horn. Right. He ain't got us behind. That's what you saw doing. He said, "Okay, I got y'all. Yep. I'm gonna wax the horn. I'm gonna get it nice and sharp, and I'm gonna mow down everybody that's in front of me."
Somebody hold that never trust out you. Grab that.
Never trust out it.
Never trust out anyone. Can you bring that out? The First Peter.
Yep. All right. First Peter 4 and 5. Who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead?
Yeah, who is that? Yahushua. Who's going to give account? The prophets. The prophets are on the highways and byways giving account, man. Hey, prophesying his word, man. Got it up.
1 Peter 4 and 6. For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to the Heavenly Father in the Spirit.
Right, because we got, it's 144,000, right? And some of them might be in the spirit world, but they're going to be quickened. They're going to be made alive. And the Lord is going to judge, So we're coming into that time, man, where these people are going to see that happen. They're going to see the judgment seats, Yahushua is going to come down. They have this, now the big thing is the 3-eye atlas. That very well could be Yahushua. Or it could be Esau's deception. It could be a method of the blue beam technology. We don't know. But guess what? We know the prophecies are certain. That Yahushua is coming back with a chariot.
And you know what's crazy about it though? Because they'll get all into the 3-eye atlas. But they will not get into the scriptures like that, where the scriptures talk about the chariots of Israel. Exactly. Goes all into the UFOs and things like that, but they will not get into the scriptures. They breaking that down all the way to the smallest, the smallest denominator, the decimal. Going into different pictures and going into different telescope pictures.
We use the Henry telescope to look something.
One telescope they can only use one time. Right.
Yep. We had to ask another country to use theirs. We had to get permission to use their telescope just to zoom in.
When you the elder apostle Tahar, he did a video on Dabo did a video on it, and they were saying that it looked like basically a black man with an afro.
Then they say like a centaur. Yeah. The chest up, from the chest up, you look like a man. Right. The other half is a horse.
Right. So hey, like we say, man, we know in part and we prophesy in part, right? But the Lord has given us a sure word of prophecy, man. We know Yahushua is coming back on a chariot, all right? Because our forefather Ezra saw it, man. And he said the end of it, he couldn't see the end or where it started. So it's going to be huge, And these people are going to see it. And the scripture says every eye every eye shall see, every knee shall bow. You know, roughly paraphrasing. So we know, all right, that whether these people try, you know, their deception, the elect is not going to be deceived, man. Keep going on that, Doc.
All right. 1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand.
Yep, the end of all things is at hand, right? Now that doesn't mean that the earth is going to be totally destroyed, right? What it means is that, you know, the end of this age is going to be, you know, finished. You know, the end of our captivity.
Yeah.
You know, like we said, man, this place is a prison camp, it's a prison sentence. You know, and those that are penitent are going to be given mercy. You know, we're gonna be granted that parole. You know, like you know, somebody get that Bob Shaw, the captive exile Hasten to be loose. That's it on that.
Okay.
You know, so we out here on the highways and byways to you know, ultimately get the blood off our hands, man. To warn our people also that we may receive mercy from the Heavenly Father, man. You know, because very, very perilous times are here. You know, and what it's gonna come with is violence. All right, when there's no food on the shelf, you know, when there's martial law in the streets, there's gonna be a lot of violence. That's why Trump is mobilizing these troops. Yep, go ahead, Doc.
Isaiah 51:14. The captive exile hastens that he may be loose, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail.
Yeah, man. Hey, we don't want to die in this pit. You know, and this is a pit, man. The valley of the shadow of death. You know, we want to be we hastening the day of Yahweh Shai, man, that we can be loose. You know, because every day we wake up here is hell, man. You know, you wake up and you do the same thing. It's like a hamster wheel, man. You literally doing the same thing over and over. Bro, you know, and you know, for me, it's like when you getting off work and you see all the cars. That's how you know you in the Matrix. It's like, damn, like what the fuck is going on, bro? It's like a supernatural, you know. It's like, why are we working?
And also, TikTok lets you know you're in the Matrix.
Yep.
Because whatever happened on TikTok, everybody do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like whatever they put on TikTok, it just blow the fuck up, and everybody just starts doing it, man.
It's a CIA operation.
Yep.
That's one of the things that that's really a tool. Like you say, it's a double-edged sword for the elite. All right, because it's a tool they can use to distract.
Yep.
But it's also a tool that the Lord is using to educate, to edify, you know. But it's you know, it's getting old. You know, it's like, damn, everybody's doing the same thing. You know, like it's like the dude who went off on that rant. He was like, bro, you know, as soon as you get your check, it's gone.
Yep.
You know, it's like, damn, bro, as soon as you get paid, and then you gotta wait another 2 weeks to get paid again. For that shit to be gone.
And when you go into the prices of cars, the prices of your living, you know, it is too much for you to be able to maintain it anymore, man.
Right. Everybody's in debt, bro.
Yep.
Just fucking, you know, and people trying to act like they not.
Yep.
You know, everybody on the internet.
And Trump them not taking anything off of you, man.
Right.
Because like you said, man, they sending all this money to Israel, all this money to Argentina, but you worried about damn student loans.
Right.
You know?
Right. Your money is being sent all across the world to help everybody else but you.
Yeah.
And this is the man you voted for.
Yeah.
And he said, America first. Yeah. Well, it seems like, to me, he lied. You know, and nobody's saying anything about it. You know? None of these people, all the MAGAs are now quiet, right?
You know, taking a back row.
You know, now we're quiet. They was talking about the farmers in the Midwest.
Yep.
All the farms, 2 out of the 3 farmers are going bankrupt.
Yep.
Every 2 out of 3 farmers is going bankrupt in the Midwest.
And guess what? All of them are bankers.
All of them are MAGAs.
They all love the hell out of Donald Trump. Now all of a sudden they cry for help.
Right.
Donald Trump, we need your help. Where are you? I'm about to lose my farm in the next month and a half.
Yeah, and that's what really killed them, man. You got to think about it, man. You got John Deere going overseas to build tractor and supplies. Then you take away the manual labor that they had. So these farmers don't have a chance, man.
And then, so like, hold on.
Got it.
Real quick, and then you're going to mess with the farmers by the same day by putting tariffs on the country that buy their shit.
They said no soybeans have been bought by the U.S.
China.
By China.
Yep.
No U.S. soybeans, and that is $1 billion industry that they ship to China.
Yep. And they lost all that.
It's gone.
Yep. China said, we got you. We know how to fix you. We don't want your soybeans no more.
Right.
Hit them right. It's literally like how you say that low blow. We got you.
And all because of your leader. The one you voted for. And that's why the Lord said what? Baba Kushan, somebody get Isaiah 30. The shadow of Egypt. You trust in this place, man. You got that
I got that.
And also too, that goes into even with our jobs, man. You know, we make electricity. But think about it. You got to have copper. You got to have steel.
The materials.
You got to have those materials and all that stuff coming in. You know, from these different countries that you got tariffs on. So what's it going to cause? It's going to cause layoffs. You know, going to cause people to not to get their raises. You know, salaries going to take a hit.
Bring that up, Baba Kushan, and then we'll bring that up.
Ecclesiastes 12:10, which is Savannah 12.
Yep.
Never trust our enemy, for like an iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have trusted in this place, man. You have trusted your leaders, your government. You know, you trusted the education system here, the medicine. And by the way, this is not medical advice, but hey, you people have, you know, you thought the so-called white man was this beacon of shining light. And now the Lord is showing you that he's not. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of.
You know what the white man reminds you of? Like how you just said the beacon of shining light? It reminds you of an anglerfish. They use that little bright light. There it is! So if you get close enough, that big old teeth waiting for you to chew you right on down.
Right.
That's him right there.
And because the scriptures say what? The words of his mouth are smoother than butter. He's a very cunning man. He's a hunter. He can lure you in. Hey, that's any hunter, right? You gotta have good bait. You gotta have camo. You know, that's you disguise yourself well, and then you come with the sword. That's his MO.
You also remind you, like I said, we all older gentlemen here. You remember what's that the book, Jungle Book? Remember the little snake? You keep trying to hypnotize a little. But he always tell him all the time, trust me.
Right.
He would try to hypnotize you with the big old eyes. You start synthesizing. Just trust me. American government say the same time. Same thing. Trust your American government. Trust the science.
Right.
Hey, y'all fell for it every
Because
damn time.
when you go into that cunning hunter, man, Esau was a cunning hunter. And he used his legislation, you know, his executive orders. He used all of that to trap the tribes, man. You know, that pressure from above, pressure from below, order out of chaos.
Now, they were going into the Battle of Wounded Knee, and they had took away the medals, or the you know, basically there was a debate on whether the people who did the shooting were heroes. They were war heroes, basically, right? So they're now saying that those people didn't do anything wrong, right? That they were following orders, and they're giving them medals of honor. They're giving them back.
Wow.
And they slaughtered the Native Americans in that they call it a battle, but it wasn't a battle. It was an execution. It was a genocide.
Pretty much all they're trying to do, like how I said the last time. They're trying to rewrite history, make it into their favor. But thanks to facts, truth, evidence, and even their own AI, turn against like, no, this is what really happened.
And what it is if they were able to continue on for 50 more years, then there will be no history. That, you know, the history that we know is not the history that our kids would know. You know,
that whole thing, just like look what they said about Bob Marley. The guy showed up before and after Bob Marley. Here he is, Bob Marley back in the day, black guy. Now he got his son, the light-skinned kid. Just like I said.
Not only that, man. Look back to the ancient world. Look at King David. You know, I was telling you, I was watching that King David. But even with watching that show, the new version of King David,
Exactly.
they got him looking like a Middle Eastern.
Yeah, scrawny little Middle Eastern.
And then they say he couldn't grow a beard.
Right.
He the only one don't have a beard on
Right.
his face. He's still trying to grow a beard. But it's like you said, they changed all the people around, all the different characters. They done changed them around to look like so-called white people, man. To uplift their culture, their nation.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is what the so-called white man has done, man.
Yep.
Right? The scripture speaks about those lying wonders, the pseudoscience.
Yep.
Right? Through his pseudoscience, he was able to go throughout the world and say, "Oh, we are the people of God."
Yep.
Wait, this is the Sistine Chapel. That's us up there. That's David.
And when you get on Google, AI, and you type in different pictures, depictions, it's all of them.
Right.
But then they say color don't matter.
Right.
But if color don't matter, why all these depictions look like this?
Exactly. Exactly. Because it's a psyop.
Yep.
It's a psychological operation, and this is how you trick a people into trusting you.
Yep.
You say I'm the image of God.
Yep.
I am everything nice and good and well. I'm white. I'm innocent.
Pure.
I'm pure.
Some guy, speaking on that, like how you just said, Salah, didn't you jump in? Somebody actually did a video on that one where they showed the picture of back in the day, the picture of a black face, how they got with the goofy red lip,
Yep.
and a white person.
Yep.
He read off all the, like how you just said, white,
Yep.
pure, clean, this, that. Did the same thing with the black side. So when they did that, when you think of the word black, it's always something negative.
Yep.
When you hear the word white, it's always clean,
Right.
pure.
Right. Yeah.
Not
And
them.
you got rid of all the biblical nationalities except for one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So everybody else is they not in the Bible, but this one people is, right? Those Israelis. They're in the Bible, but nobody else is. No other nationalities from the Bible are existing anymore.
They all just disappeared on.
Yeah, Esau, Edom is gone.
And then they make laws for these people.
Right.
They make laws you can't talk bad about them.
Right.
You can't come up against them.
Can't
But
protest.
you can call a so-called black person a nigga.
Right.
You call a Mexican a spick.
Yeah. Bro, the entire rap culture is run by these people.
Yep.
Right? Kanye West put out a song, and he said, hell, that guy in the song.
Yep.
They didn't put that song on none of the you can't listen to it. Right? But where's the same energy for us?
Yep. Because when you get onto those rap songs,
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, man, when I was coming up, you couldn't call a woman a bitch.
Right.
But now they calling each other bitches.
Right.
All because of the song.
Yep.
All because of this
Yep.
different culture, with the
Yep.
Nicki Minaj's and the Cardi B.
Bro.
Now women can call each other bitches and it's okay.
They got something called drill music, where it's all about killing each other.
Yep.
Why is that not illegal?
Yep.
Why is that allowed to be put up on your platforms? This nigga, what's his name? Horses in the, what's the Lil Nas X?
Yeah.
This man got a video of a bunch of naked men dancing in the shower
Wow.
on YouTube, but our videos get taken down.
Yeah.
Hey, you are the devil, man.
Yep.
Only the devil would do something like that, man. So like the elder in South Carolina. He said, we're going to do a background check. Esau like to do background checks on people. If you were to do a background check on the so-called white race, what would you find?
Yep.
What would it tell you? And we're supposed to just forget about all that. You don't forget. Right? When you go to get a job, if I got a felony, if I got in trouble when I was fucking 12 years old, it's on there.
Yep.
And you're going to use it against you. What happened when Jake get killed by the police? They always bring up the mug shot.
They won't
They
go
dig
back.
into his
Yeah, they won't
background.
go back. They bring up the family like, wait a minute, they ain't got nothing to do with
dime bag of weed.
Right.
Yeah.
You got caught with
in the cartel.
It's like with
Right.
a little boy named in Florida.
Yep.
Wearing the hoodie.
Trayvon.
Trayvon, and all he went to was to the store to get a soda and a candy.
Right.
Get gunned down by this guy right here. And first thing, as soon as the news came out, they brought him, his family, like, wait a minute. What does that got to do with him going through the neighborhood that he live in?
Right.
To get gunned down by a wannabe cop.
Exactly.
But you have Esau walking all day in the summertime,
Yeah.
about 90 or 100 degrees with a hoodie on.
Right.
Yep.
covering up their arms because they done shot needles in them, you know?
Or if they can't be, remember, it's like I message people, how they can be the most high chosen people, but they can't be outside for more than a couple hours because the sun stopped baking their ass.
Right.
Well,
You know, the highest one to get, they'll tell you, oh no, black folks is the highest one to get skin cancer. No, we're not.
Yep.
Not with all this melanin.
Yeah, man. So
You know.
the Lord has pulled back the veils from the eyes of the remnant.
yep.
You know, and you're not allowed. You know, what is in the Lord's hand cannot be plucked out. So you're not allowed to deceive the elect anymore. You know, hey, it's predestined that we would wake up to your bullshit, man.
Yep.
That we would see past the lies and deception that you bewildered our people with, right?
The sad thing is they lie so much, put it blatant in your face. Now you
Yeah.
like, now you can see the bullshit right.
Right.
Ain't trying to hide it no more.
Yep. Bring that out, that Isaiah Bible shop.
All right.
Hey, I got a quick comment. Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he's seeking for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded.
You got it out?
Yeah, man, the rest was blinded. See, you blind to this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. You blind to knowing who our power is. You know, you blind to knowing the coming of Yahushua, how he gonna come back riding upon a graven mountain.
Right.
You blind to knowing who your enemy is,
Yeah.
who the wicked is. Because when you get down to war, you got to know who the enemy is.
That's
man.
right.
You know, you got to know who you fighting against, and we fighting against Esau, Edom, and Yahweh Shema Shai has given us the game, the playbook.
That's right.
You know, he let us know who this guy is,
Yep.
how he's gonna come,
Right.
what his next move is gonna be, and where he's gonna lay his snares and traps at. So we ready, we prepared.
And the scripture says the rest were blinded.
Yeah.
So what is it, 66% of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you are blinded to this truth.
Yeah, you got a big overgrown Negro getting ready to put on a costume
Right.
and go out with their kids trick or treating.
Right.
What that got to do with the Lord, man? What
Right.
that got to do with the coming of Yahushua,
Exactly.
man?
And we don't have time for that.
Exactly.
We're, like we said, man, we're in perilous times. It's life or death times, man.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have time to bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dude, I watch his podcast sometimes. He come up on it. He was talking about Christmas. He was saying if there was ever a time to say it, this is the time. He said, teach your kids about what's going on in this country.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he said we're canceling Christmas this year.
Yeah.
You know, and which they should.
Hey, you're right. That's what they should do. If you want to cancel the food stamp, you want to cancel Section 8,
Yeah.
guess what, man? We're gonna quit. We're gonna quit celebrating your holidays.
That's right.
We're gonna quit them listening to the bullshit you saying, man.
Mhm.
You know?
if
Beautiful point.
bro, if everybody decided not to pay rent,
Yep.
not to pay mortgage, what would they do?
Yeah.
What can they do?
Yeah.
They can't
Yeah.
evict everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but
Especially during the winter. You
Hey.
can't kick nobody out during the winter.
Right.
That's a law. You can't kick nobody out during the winter.
you know, stop paying the power bill. What's gonna happen? The company's gonna go out of business.
Because you just went into it, man. They can't even do anything with the squatters.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. You got 90 days.
90 days. Yep.
You know,
And that's pretty much winter right there.
Yeah,
So
that's
January,
winter.
February.
you started. You do it the right way.
Yeah, you do the right thing.
The
yeah.
whole neighborhood,
The
bro.
whole neighborhood. We start. When we start about December. We start around the middle of December and ride that whole 90 days till
You know?
February.
But you know, hey, these are the times. You know, it would be nice to see, and maybe it will happen. You know, but we know for sure that these prophecies are gonna come to pass.
Yep.
You know, because that's you know, we can speculate what'll happen, but we don't know. You know, but you know, if everybody picked up this book that's supposed to, you know, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, if you read what was in the book, then you would know not to have your faith in these things, man. Not to have your you know, your spirit set on being here, man. To depart, you know, spiritually depart from this place, man. Because we see it happening. We see these things crumbling before our eyes, man. The U.S. dollar is done.
Bro, it's like on TikTok where the woman went to the pastor and she was giving the pastor $1,200.
Yeah, I see that one.
This nigga got mad because he said, "No, sister, I wanted $2,000." You know,
Then they try to come. I know you talking about. They try to come up with a cover up
Yeah,
video. He said, "No, if y'all listen to what the guy said before that."
yeah.
And then they had that same lady that who he got nasty with.
Right.
Came back and said, no, this is what happened and everything else, yada, yada, yada. I'm looking at either way, if you look at it at the end of the day, why the world are you giving this man $1,200 or $2,000 anyway?
And she said, well, I'll go back and I'll try to get the other 800.
Right.
You know? Man, that show you what these churches are about, man. Filthy lucre sake, man.
And that nigga, that's the
greedy
same
dog.
That's the same nigga that said close the door.
Yeah.
Same nigga, bro. And you know what though? And he's a singer. You know, he's Marvin Winans. He's like a famous singer, a gospel singer. So they not gonna go against that nigga.
Nah.
You know, the Christian church, the pastor's not calling him out. Where are the Christian pastors saying that's wrong?
Yup.
Where's the judgment?
Wait, TD Jakes.
Right.
Shit, TD Jakes sitting somewhere on the beat somewhere. He trying to keep his name out of the clock. He trying to keep
Bro,
his
you
name
don't
out of
even
the
hear about this nigga no more, man. This is
Right.
like when the damn jump shot came out.
Yeah,
You
bro.
don't even see these damn pastors, man. Like, I haven't even seen Creflo Dollar, man.
like that,
you
no.
know where these niggas at, man?
Right.
Them boys on the low, they ain't hiding off.
Yep.
They're high.
And
We out.
you know what is happening is they're 501c3.
Yup.
Hey, they said, look, if you want to keep that, you better shut your mouth. Go sit in the background, make your little money off your church.
Yep.
You know, but don't speak on none of this other stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
You know, and that's actually a rule. You know, for those that are watching, if you don't know, if you have a 501c3 charter, you cannot speak on anything political.
Exactly.
You know, you're muzzled. That's why we don't have one. You know, because
just say like I just said, Salaki, the same thing when they come with the Bible. You only can read certain things and say certain things from the Bible.
yep.
That's why you be wondering like, why he's everywhere and really not explaining the thing. Right. That's supposed to.
Exactly.
He or she's not supposed to. Because
We
that's
can go into the different nationalities in the Bible, the biblical nationalities.
Right.
We can talk about Esau, Edom, so-called white man.
That's right.
Moab, Ammon.
Yep.
You know, the heathen nations, and go in and tell who the sons of God is. We can go in that because guess what? We're not taking any money, man.
Yep.
You know, we don't want the damn money because you still in hell.
Exactly.
Yep.
And the Lord said, what? Buy the truth and sell it not.
Yep.
You know, so this truth, hey, freely you have received,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Freely give.
Yep.
You know, but when you go to the cemetery school, you know, you gotta charge.
Yep.
You know, you gotta get the 501c3 charter.
Yep.
And you know, supposedly America was built on the separation of the church and state.
Yep.
Yep.
But that's a lie. You know, and that when you really start to, and that's why you fucking niggas make us so mad, man. You know, because you do a little lab work, bro.
A little lab work
You
will
do
get
a
you a
little
long
research,
way.
bro.
And that's the sad part. If brother Yahya right here, you know, not disrespect him, in his 50s, could do a little leg work
Right.
and get that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, what the hell can't y'all?
Right. You know, and ultimately it's because of what you read earlier.
Yep.
The rest are blind.
There you go.
They don't want to do it. They want, you know, or the Lord. Really, it's the Lord. You know, everything is the Lord. Everything is Yahweh Shah, bro. You know, and that's beautiful.
But
It shows you.
that goes to that prayer that David prayed.
Yep.
You know, right up under that, you know,
That's right.
David prayed that prayer. He said, let their backs be bent always.
Yep.
You know, that they can't come into the truth.
Man, bro. And all it does is show you the power of the Lord.
Yep.
The Lord is all powerful, man. He can have you right, like you said, right next to it,
Yep.
and you still can't touch it.
Yep.
Just like that invisible barriel right there the whole time.
Yep.
Like, I know this it,
Right.
but I just can't get into
Right,
it, you know?
right. You like,
Just like a vampire want to come to your house, but you know you can't.
right,
You standing right there laughing.
Exactly.
You were coming?
right.
Huh? You were coming? Bam.
That's why the Lord said knock.
Yeah.
The Lord said you gotta knock. You know, and then He'll sup with you.
Yep.
But hey, the majority of our people, they rather sup with Esau.
It's too easy.
They rather knock at his door.
It's easy to do evil than to
Yeah.
do good.
That's right.
Because Esau deal with instant stuff.
Right.
You know, it's easier to get into Esau's different theologian schools, cemeteries. You know.
Right.
It's easy for that.
Right.
You know, you just got to show some type of what it is, like a spiritualness about yourself, and you good. Right. You know, just like they say, just say the name of Jesus Christ before you die, and you good.
Right.
You know, that's the easy route, man.
Right. Cause my you know, my grandfathers, they all were pastors. You know, simple. You know, but it's true. You gotta, like you say, the leg work. You know, and then the Lord opened it up to where you have the technology to do it. The elders and apostles, bro, they had to go to the library.
Yeah. Because like I said earlier, man, it's simple to understand that, okay, well, everything over in the Middle East was dark skin.
Right. Right.
So that pretty much killed everything that they're talking about.
Yes.
You know, once you understand that kills everything they're talking about.
Because
and like you said, that's little leg work.
Right. Yeah, like you know, a lot of that stuff, like how you say, if you ask, like how the brother said, if you ask me to think, you just brought it up. Okay, so how you tell me white Mary, white Joseph, white supposed to be Christ,
You don't realize
and hide amongst the people the king been looking for.
Right.
So how you gonna hide amongst the people? Hamites are what?
Exactly.
Black.
Right.
Mary Joseph the baby, white.
Right.
So if all of the soldiers, anybody see these people?
Right. Easy.
You should be like, shit, they're right there.
Right.
You tell me y'all can't see the white folks over there.
Right.
Hey, that's like even when you go to one of these hoods around here, you know, Fred West and King Home, you go to different hoods and you got a white guy there.
Right.
He gonna stand out.
Stand the hell out.
You know, coming in his hood,
Matter
man.
of fact, as soon as he leaves, he get his ass pulled over.
Yeah.
What the hell you doing over there?
No, he's picking up dope.
Right.
You don't belong here.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Bring that up, Bob. Sure.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 30 and this side of 1.
Yep.
This is Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, says the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, that's that gross darkness. You know, Jake have not obtained. That's what he's searching for, man. You know, because you taking counsel is something that's not of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You ain't even open up the book. You ain't try to read yourself. Nope. You know, not that you could just get it by yourself, but Jake, you know, Jake is lazy. Jake will have the Bible in the house open. Open the Psalm 23. You know, and just and never read the rest of it, bro.
Jump about the book, you know, and pull them in, man.
And then be like, God is talking to me.
Yeah.
You know? No, he not. That's them demons talking to you, bro.
Oh, hear a voice sounding like James Earl Jones.
Right. Right.
So what's the other one? They like to hear we had the books. With the little freckles.
Oh, you talking about damn, I know you talking about, man, the older guy.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman.
They were here, like I said, James Earl Jones.
Morgan Freeman.
You remember they made him God one time.
Yeah, he did. He was,
with Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey.
Which they let you know that the Heavenly Father is a so-called black man in the movies. You know?
Yeah, like I was saying, they'll put the truth in front of you.
But they'll put it in comedy to make you feel like, it's not true.
Yep.
Number 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Right. And we you know, we bring this out a lot. You know, but now it's like you can see it happen. You can see it coming to fruition. This is the new Egypt, right? The modern day Egypt is America. All these people are slaves, you know, and they all working for the Pharaoh. They all working for the elite, you know, and you can see that these people trust in this system, the shadow, right? Because when you go into you know, the system and what it's supposed to be, it's a shadow. It's not really there. It's a figment. It's a cast. You know, it's like a puppetry. You know. And they're showing people these images. They put Donald Trump in front of you, you know, and he'll talk to you and tell you, well, we're going to do this for you. We're going to do that for you. And then they'll do the exact opposite, right? And make you beg for the left. Now you want the left, right? Now you want the Democrats to come back. Well, guess who's controlling the left? The same puppet hand that was controlling the right. You know? So it's a figment of your imagination. They're playing on your emotions. And we told you.
Like that old saying, you still got 2 evil wings on the same
bird. Yep. It's all the same system.
Yep.
You know, and these people sit down, hey, they sit down, they have parties and mansion parties and you know, Met galas and They laugh at you people, man.
Yep. Only one who get their foot in the door. Once they in the door, the hell with y'all.
They live good, bro. They don't eat McDonald's. They don't eat noodles and, you know, they don't eat you know, the chicken you eat. They eat farm raised food.
Yes. They get that best of the best.
You know?
I usually get whatever came out that truck.
Right.
That refrigerated truck 2 days
Bro,
ago.
the Congress members, all of them, bro, they live great.
Yes.
I think a lot of them make millions of dollars, man. They were going into that Nancy Pelosi woman, and her salary is like $200,000, but she makes like $18 million a year. And all they do is insider trades.
Yep. And then on top of that, well, they vote their own raise.
Yep.
Hey, we've been here for 2 years now.
Yeah.
If I want to go on and get myself a raise,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's crazy you say that because me and the brother right here, y'all always talking about that series, The Billions.
Yeah.
When you get into that series, The Billions, it really show you how they manipulate the market, man, and show you how they do the, like you say, the insider trading.
Yep.
You know, that's how they get rich, man.
Yep.
They know when to jump in, when to jump out.
Yep.
You
Right.
jumping in with, say, man, you jumping in with $2 million.
Right.
You shoot it up to about $10 million, and you jump out real fast.
Right.
You just made what, $8 million off of what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
You know?
10 minutes.
Yep.
Quick.
Yep. It's like playing the midday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play the, hey man, play something real quick. What's that? 457.
But you know it's coming out.
You know it's coming out. And how much? Hey, play this one. Play it this way. Put this much on it, and then you good.
Yep.
Don't play it but one time. Okay.
So, hey, read the last verse again on that.
Hey, how you doing?
That walk down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of the Pharaoh,
Right.
and not trust in the and trust in the shadow of Egypt.
What were we talking about before camp? Who is the biggest proponent of that? The so-called black woman.
Yep.
You know,
Trust that shadow.
you trust in the shadow.
How some of the other brothers and elders were saying, you trust in your daddy.
Right.
Yup.
You got EBT,
Right.
Section
Yep.
8, SNAP,
Yep.
Yup.
WIC.
Yep. While she's
Dedicated.
calling you broke
Yep.
on the internet,
Yep. He call you every name in the book.
cause we're the so-called black man in America is the only man that is ever equated to how much value, how much money he has.
Right.
Meanwhile, we don't control money. You know, but our women have put that value on us. You know, a woman, a so-called black woman values the black man off what he can give her monetarily.
Yup.
You know,
I want a nigga that makes at least 90 plus
right?
thousand a year.
That's the first thing that come out of their mouth.
6'5".
The money.
She broke everything down how the guy want, but when you find that guy, you say, what the hell I
Right.
want with you? You got 4 baby dad. You got 4 kids from 2 different baby daddies.
Yeah.
They can't cook.
Right.
They talk too damn much.
Right. And Esau controls money.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you're telling us that you don't love us based off what this man controls, then guess what?
Yep.
Ultimately he controls you.
Yep. That's
You
it.
know?
Yep. That's it. Daddy, their husband.
Yep.
Because he get that guarantee. Well, she get that guarantee check every month from him.
Yup.
They been living off of him lavishly.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden he whooping their ass like, I'm done with you because I got different plans.
Because if you think about it, man, he don't need the black woman.
Yeah,
to
that's
do
right.
it.
You
You
beat
know?
me to it. He said, I
Yeah.
got a plan and you're not in it.
Guess what? She already did her fucking job.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
She did exactly
Yup.
what he wanted. What he
Yep.
wanted.
I did you just for this time piece,
Yep.
and that's it.
He destroyed, and she destroyed the community.
Yup.
You know, her kids are the ones running around these little YNs with switches. You know?
Yeah, they claiming for the last 30, 40 plus years why they can't find good men.
Right.
What the fuck you brought up?
Right.
Yeah, we
Yup.
know Esau was behind the scene, but
Yup.
you helped with that problem.
Yeah, you help.
Yup.
You help forward this man's empire.
Yep.
You know, by destroying the men who you call, you know, and you know what's, I always think about this too, you know, they claim they love Jesus so much, you know, but meanwhile, the man who's closest to him, right, if you really believe, the man that's closest to him, your Godhead,
Yup.
you treat him like shit,
Yup.
you know?
Yup.
The so-called black man gets treated like shit, man,
Yup.
you know, but they claim they love him so much, you
But
know?
you know, that's because they went in and they taught the kids, the children, to hate the father, but love the little oppressor. To love Esau, because if you be good to Esau, you're gonna get these goodies. You go to school and you be a good black man. Don't curse. Go to church. You'll get all these different goodies, man. And they fell hook, line, and sinker for it. All the way back to slavery, same thing. Recycle, man.
When you go into the Willie Lynch letter, which these people have access to.
Exactly.
You can read it. He told you, if you do this right, this is good economics.
He said you can carry it on for centuries.
Right?
This on for centuries, and sure enough, that's what happened.
And basically what he did was make you a slave too. Even bigger. Now you're taxable. We got you. You're so independent, cool. We're gonna tax you. You know, we're gonna educate your kids while you at work. You know, and
try to go to church on Sunday. We're gonna educate them again.
Right. Through.
Keep you behind, dumbed down like a motherfucker.
Right.
And that's been a stumbling block for people that Jesus, man.
Oh,
That's
man.
all they do. That's something right there, man.
Yeah.
You might well just wait to see him in the kingdom.
Yeah, that's the biggest one, bro.
It ain't gonna change.
Bro, I thought they would actually literally fight you about pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster.
Yes.
But these niggas would kill you over Jesus, man. Like, bro, they would go all out for Jesus Christ, man. You know, that name, Jesus Christ, that's a stronghold. A lot of people will actually literally get in a hand-to-hand fight with you about it. You know?
Well, they have the little, you know, it'd be killing me. On social media, they had a little retweet, if you love Jesus. And it's always Cesare Bozier on the picture.
Every time, man.
And I'm like, bro, y'all simple as hell.
Simple as fuck.
And I be saying, and that's why people don't take y'all ass serious.
Right.
You always the butt of every doggone joke.
bro,
You even got the Jews, some of the Christians believe they're the chosen people.
Right.
You even got Jews over there telling y'all that Christian people, y'all dumb.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't even believe it.
Yeah, they don't believe it, and they call y'all goyim.
Yeah.
Shit.
Right.
Yeah, but you still want to go over there and make these
But that
damn...
goes into about the American dollar. The American dollar holds value because of the people, you know, they still believe in it. And that's why Jesus Christ still in holding value, because all these niggas believe in it.
And the moment it fails, you're failing with it.
And we coming to that time.
Right down the sinking ship with that.
That's right.
I mean, hell, the brothers,
Head to head with it, right?
the elders, the brothers, the apostles, we all wait.
Oh man, Jesus done something for me in my life, and you can't tell me, because Jesus helped me when I was really down. Nigga, you was in a jail cell. You about to get out anyway. And you cried to Jesus Christ and you got out. Nigga, you was getting out anyway.
You just did what you was supposed to do from the jump, nigga. You know? You was supposed to, you knew right from wrong from the jump, nigga. Jesus didn't have to tell you. You know you shouldn't have robbed that nigga.
Hey, what Yasha mama say? A lip hanging nigga.
Right, bro. Mouth breathing ass niggas.
And that's what we all brothers, all the brothers, the elders, the apostles, we all waiting for Saturday. We gonna change. Boy, I come Saturday, folks, because we gonna see y'all supposedly run up in these damn doors.
Oh yeah, it's already happening.
Yeah,
I seen a video today of the empty grocery store. They went in there because they know that after November, that shit might be done.
And that shit not just hitting the tribes. Did y'all see on TikTok where the white woman had all the grocery on the what it was, the little thing?
Conveyor belt,
the conveyor belt. She said, I'm not putting nothing back, and I'm gonna walk out here with these groceries. What y'all gonna do?
Somebody came and said it. They said it's not gonna. They said the reason why these grocery stores making money because of the SNAP and it's a billion dollar operation.
So it's like you really not making money because the same money you giving us back, we just giving it back to you, and you wash and repeat.
And they said what's going to happen was when you do away with all those stuff, all you do is just making everything go up. So you have Taquana and Tequila. You even got some men that get that stuff. Keisha, all of them getting that teeth.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
We don't. I hope we live y'all run up in these grocery stores. Then I hide the security guards and then bust up and start shooting y'all ass.
Oh man,
Bring that last verse up.
Number 4. I'm sorry, number 3. Therefore shall the strength of the Pharaoh be
And then
your
the next
shade,
week,
and the trust of the shadow of Egypt be your confusion.
And that's what's taking place right now.
Yep.
Playing out right before our eyes. The trust in the shadow of Egypt is your shame.
Yep. Because real quick, you get. I know y'all don't see the video on social media. You get there with the light skin with the glasses. She mad because she didn't get her EBT. Well, you American taxpayers, I need you to pay your taxes so you can take care of my child. I bust out laughing.
He said it's our obligation.
It's our obligation to take care of her and her kids.
Yep.
She ain't the only one that come and saying that.
That's pride, bro.
She ain't the only one.
That's
Look it up.
entitlement, bro.
Look it up. She on the light skinned lady with the glasses. She over there saying it is our job to take care of her and her child.
Right.
And she doing it when they played the couple of another woman said the same thing.
But
And it had to do
imagine these black women who got 8 kids.
Right.
You know, you got 8 kids and you've been living off a food stamp for
Yes.
you know, all your life. You get about two bands.
2 bands.
You know, and you eating good. You going to the shrimp house, crab house, getting whatever you want.
You selling them.
Yup.
It's a whole economy.
Yup.
When you, that's it's more than just food stamps, bro. People sell them shits
they sell
and make a living.
That's the leftover. Come on. I got $1,000. I'm gonna spend
They had,
$400. You know.
some people. I seen one thing where the lady had like over like $100,000 on her EBT card, bro.
Yeah, because it rolls
It
over.
rolled over, bro. She had like 100,000. Imagine that, bro. You basically don't have to worry about food. That's a big chunk of people's budgets in this country, bro.
Yeah, like you said, if you need a little money, guess what? I got
Right.
$300.
Right.
You know?
Right. You can go let people shop on your card.
Yep.
Come on, man. You making money.
But see, hey, that's why, man. Hey, that's why the thing with Esau Edom is doing is going to be so powerful because once you bring in that mark of the beast, that takes away all of that.
That's right.
You know?
That's
You
right.
can't put somebody's chip in your hand.
Yep. Your EBT is gonna be programmed. That's
You.
That's a
Bring it on. Let's
yes,
go.
sir,
Let's
man.
go.
Let's get it, bro.
Tear it down the street.
Let's get it, bro. Yes, sir.
Everything was signed to Keisha.
Yes,
You should
sir.
get a set amount every month.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's right.
Tyrone can't come to Tisha.
And you're gonna see Donald Trump get on here and say, we have to cut down on this. You know, we gotta crack down on this fraud, EBT fraud.
Yep.
You know?
Because they was already talking about it.
Yep. So we are seeing these prophecies, bro. They're playing out, bro.
Yep.
You know, and it's all gonna segue into the big, you know, what do you say, the climax of the story.
Yeah, because if you look at it, like I was telling the brothers before camp, like I was telling brothers before camp, hey, that EBT is a small equivalent toward the family. You know, because when you look into it, these people can't get the normal things that they used to be getting. Keisha ain't comfortable no more.
Right.
You know, so now you're starting to see that, hey, we getting closer and closer to that family. You know, even if they crank it back up again, it's gonna be so many different parameters side up that you're gonna be like the hell with it.
Then I put certain stipulations on it. Then I put certain stipulations on it. They say if you're on it, you only gonna be here for X amount of time, and then it's gonna take an X amount of time for you to get back on. You gotta work at least a minimum of 20 hours.
Like me and the brother Hasham say, what if they come with that digital ID? You can only get this unless you got that digital ID. Then that comes with that MOTB. You know?
Now, just like right now, with your flight, you gotta have the true ID just to fly. And America, we ain't talking about going overseas.
Right.
We talking about just America.
Well, when Trump ran the first term, he said we have to complete the biometric digital visa system, tracking system, right? Which is what they're doing in UK. If you want to fly, if you want a visa over there now, you have to be digitally verified. You have to have that digital ID.
Because when they finally did that, they said they had well over 100-something Americans stuck at the airport because they didn't have that.
Wow.
So you wasn't coming to Europe. The guys, the prime minister said, no, we said this a couple of months back. He just said, if you want to work in the United Kingdom, you need this. You guys down here with BS? No. Look what Vietnam did.
Right.
Well, I got an account in Vietnam. No, you don't. Not anymore. They said, yeah, you can have your account. You put this on it.
And they're basically saying that they're about to actually do you know, the swap. Basically, you're gonna have to turn in your paper money for digital money.
Yep.
Now they're about to do that transition.
Yep. But these people are still listening to Donald Trump saying, "Oh, there will be a digital banking system."
Right.
You know, this man is lying. We seeing the parameters being set up all around us, man.
Right.
Even other countries are already setting things up, man.
Matter of fact, if you really look at it, and so I don't know if you guys see it, but my brother, well, I seen it, and my brother seen it. Certain grocery stores, they're not taking pennies anymore now.
Yep.
They're not taking change.
Yep. They about to do away with all that money.
Yeah, also so surely but slowly you can start seeing. You be like, well, they actually, now we need correct change.
Well, you even seen that when we went to Miami.
Yep.
Went to Miami, certain places weren't taking cash.
Yep.
It was only cards.
Yep.
You know, I think it was that restaurant we went
the
to.
big restaurant.
Yeah, that big restaurant. They was only taking credit cards.
Yep.
You know.
I got this Salakia, this word famine in the online etymology, because famine doesn't necessarily mean that there's no food.
Bread.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that the food is not growing. It don't mean that there's not a bountiful, you know.
Harm to certain people.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
famine means just real quick before you get to it. Just like how they said they had a potato famine.
Yeah.
They said, what's that? That means they had certain the potato wasn't growing like how it was used to. They had a shortage
Right.
of potatoes.
Right. So for famine, it says famine, starvation, from the Latin over faminia, hunger, starvation. So it just means hunger, starvation. It don't mean that there's no food in the grocery store. You might not just be able to get it.
Exactly.
You know, you might not have the money to get it.
And that's what a lot of people gonna run into, man. A lot of people gonna run into a situation where they can't get their normal food, their normal necessities. They're gonna run into a problem where they can't go to the grocery store and get food to eat. They can't go in there and get these different things, man. Because at the end of the day, man, a lot of these people are relying on the system. And the system is about to fail them, man. We see it. We see the government fail them. Look how long the shutdown has been going on. You know? The shutdown been going on for how long? Hey, what's your nationality? Oh, man. Yes, sir. You over here, man. Hey, you're a son of God. The true sons of God. We're not talking about those Israelis over there. You on here, too.
Venezuela's on there, too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So, according to the Bible, y'all are Israelites. I think
Yeah, it is.
you know that the South America is usually these tribes down
Hey, because when you go into the scriptures, the Lord had everybody with their own nationality, but the so-called white man, he took that away. So he joined Israel and claimed that he ought to show the first. But he did not. He ought to show the people. So when you go in the book of Deuteronomy, we all dealing with these curses together. We always look, they building up a wall, they trying to bring ISIS in. They doing that to us, you know, because we are brothers. We came from the same father, Jacob. You know? Oh yeah, we got cancer for them. Yeah, this is the truth right here, man. This is your nationality right here. Yeah, this is important. Yeah. So you will be on the side, you will be Ephraim. And we go into the Hebrew word Ephraim to be a pariah. You know? That's
why the Lord named. That's why He named us like that. All right.
Hey, in the Lord's name, you know, because He has a true name. See, Jesus Christ is not the name. The true name of the Lord is Yahushua, and the Father name is Yahweh. That's the true name. See, the name that the so-called white man gave you was to keep you away from your power. Because if we call upon that name, He'll help us. He said, anything to get asking my name, it will be given to you. So if you don't have that name, you can't get that access. Right? Take that name away. So now we come to the time where we need this name because we're at the end times now. I know you know that. Yeah. Beautiful. And yours is after. It means a shot. And in Hebrew, that's happy.
Mira, lo hace caer algo. Tu papi siempre te da duro porque todo lo que estás viendo sin agarrarse.
Estoy viendo el video.
Sin agarrarse, sin agarrarse. Vamos pues.
Estoy viendo el video.
Vamos.
Yeah, that's beautiful that you stop and you ask a question because most of them. Yeah.
Cuidado.
Estoy.
Yeah, man, but that's beautiful that you are.
Otra vez que estaba grabando. Están saliendo. Estoy viendo
All
el
these
video.
people are going to be united one day under who the world calls Jesus Christ. Huh? You from Venezuela?
Yeah,
Se la
that's sharp.
For sure.
Being happy.
Yep. The whole South America, most of them are the tribe of Asher.
Yeah, y'all was called in the Bible the Northern Kingdom.
Yep.
You know, you got the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom.
Yep.
Now the Northern and the Southern Kingdom coming
Right,
together.
we split.
Yeah.
And that's why they were able to conquer us the way they did. You know?
Mira, ahí está el timer.
Put us in these different captivities.
Estoy viendo.
Change our name.
Estoy viendo el
Change our
video.
names, change our languages. Now we speak Spanish. The Spaniards spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, and when they came and they put us in captivity, they changed our language, they changed our culture, our heritage.
Worship their God.
Yep.
You know, because when you in captivity by someone, you speak their language, you
Right.
worship their God.
Right.
You know, because you already had your nationality before he came.
Right.
Because when you came, you was already here. Because you left from out of the the Assyrian captivity. So you came over here by boat through the African horn. You came through by boat, and you was already here. So when he came over here, and he conquered, you know, and then you end up speaking.
Es allí donde están grabando.
You know?
Es allí.
Yeah.
Cuidado.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
solo está
exactly.
bien.
Quizás viste que ibas a tumbar eso.
And you gotta think about it, man. Like we told another brother last week when he stopped. We out here, we ain't not asking you for money. We don't want nothing from you. We just want to give you this knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
For free.
Yeah, for free. Freely we receive, freely we give. You know, so when you think about it, when somebody not asking for money and they just giving you something for free, I want to follow him. I want to listen to him because he have nothing. Yeah, he's sincere.
Yeah.
You know.
We sincerely out here, we come here, you know, we could be doing,
Yeah, we be watching football. You know.
we could be doing that, but the Lord has us out here, the Holy Spirit has us out here to preach the gospel, to let you know that we have a kingdom coming, right? We have a kingdom where these people are going to be united under who the world calls Jesus Christ, Yahushua, right? And he is going to rule the earth, and we are going to be set in our rightful order.
And you know how?
Huh? No,
Because
because there's no you.
Paleo Hebrew.
So when you do some research on the Paleo Hebrew language, and you'll understand that Yeshua is it can't be Yeshua because there's no you, right? And there's no e's in the Paleo Hebrew. Yeah, no Yahweh. You know, people like to say Yahweh.
This
It's
is Paleo
Yahweh.
Hebrew right here.
Yep.
See, there's no U or no what is it, E? Yeah, there's not in that. See, that's the Paleo Hebrew. That's the Assyrian.
That's the Assyrian on top.
But it's still the same thing. Ava, Gada, Hawa, Zaka.
Yep.
You know?
And really and truly, this is what our babies speak when they come out the womb. You hear a baby say, "Abba," you know, they talk like that. They speak in Hebrew. They're speaking our natural language. That's why it's so hard to learn English.
Even
For
the
a
Native
child.
Americans, when the so-called white man first came, they was like, They already knew the name.
You ever
But
go
the
to,
so-called
like-
white man came in and he
Yeah.
beat that out of them.
Yeah, like if you ever go to their powwows,
Yeah.
like they did powwows, they actually be saying some like Hebrew words and stuff. You're like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. And they be beating the drums, you be like, oh, okay, yeah,
And
that's
they wear the
sounds.
fringes.
Yeah, the fringes.
You know, they had the fringes on.
Yep.
Yeah, the tassels. Yep.
So yeah, and so
Yeah, you too, man.
yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Take care.
Yeah, Portuguese? No, the Portuguese not on that. Yeah, they not chosen.
But it's a lot of them though.
But it's some
more
mixed amongst there that they take that.
Right.
Like we say, they say we American, but we actually are on this side.
Right.
But you know that's just where we at for that
Right.
time. You
Right.
know? But you'll be able to know Hebrew Israelites by the way they speak, the way they carry themselves.
It's like they say you, like how they say, try the spirit.
Yeah.
Just like how
It's about the spirit.
It's about the spirit.
It's not about color.
Yeah, it's not about
You know what I
color.
mean?
Yeah.
But we can tell you are Israelites.
Y'all
We
got
can
flavor.
tell.
Yeah.
We can tell.
All right, now,
All right,
man.
you take care.
Nice
All
talking
right,
to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you. All right,
Take
take
care.
care.
Yeah.
Hey, man, hey.
That's why we like coming out here.
Yeah, bro.
That's
You know?
why you come on the highway.
That's right, bro.
For that
Yeah.
right there.
That's right. And it's like I was telling you, these are all 12 sons or brothers. And like I said, we literally talking to family. We actually talking to
And you
family.
see how the woman, she was quiet, and the men, they stayed and they
Yeah.
talked. See, Jake don't do that, man.
Yeah.
You know, Jake will let the woman talk. Man, we were just talking about that, and then the Lord showed us the contract.
Bro,
You know?
you remember the brother from Connecticut? You know, when he see Northern Kingdom, wait till we get united. Fuck you niggas, man.
Yeah.
We gonna get Esau, bro.
Yeah.
When the Lord put them two sticks together, bro, it's over for Esau.
Because
bro.
like when you talking to the Northern Kingdom and you see they get it,
Yeah.
like damn man, that's my
Yeah,
family
bro.
right there. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right,
And the
bro.
so-called white
Yep.
man came and messed all that
That's
up, man.
right,
Like
bro.
I said, it get you pissed off, man.
Yeah,
You
bro.
get
Yeah,
mad, man.
that's just like I said, they took your brother,
Yeah.
and went also with the
Yeah,
brainwash,
bro.
and he came back different. Like, well,
Yeah.
he's my brother, but you ain't my brother.
Yeah, bro. That's like your long lost friend. Sometimes you know it's like finding your long lost brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Because you never know, back in the ancient world when Jacob was together during the times of Solomon, you probably was sitting in the court with him.
exactly.
You know, this man right here, you probably was sitting in the court with him,
Yep.
sitting down talking.
Yep.
You know, you never know, man.
Well, a lot of the King David's mighty men, they had to be from the Northern Kingdom. When you think about
They
it,
was warriors.
They was
Yep.
warriors.
Yep.
Yep.
So a lot of our warriors, they don't even know that they don't even know.
Because the Lord, he took that away from
Yep.
him. You know, put them at lesser
Because
stature.
that was your glory.
Yep.
So the Lord took it away.
Yep.
Now they small.
Yep.
You know, you got man, bro. Come on, man. Gad, you look at Gad. Gad is real short.
Yep.
Like they had to be
Issachar.
bigger. Issachar small.
Yep.
Like he took that away from them. So
Yeah,
to
took
humble them.
like I see people took your like how we play video games.
Yep.
He pretty much took your best stats,
That's right.
took it away,
Yeah.
and gave you that
Yeah, you
base.
right.
Turn
Yeah.
turn the sliders down on your ass.
Yep.
You know how when we play like you're in bed, you be like, man, I'm gonna tweak the hell out of my
99
dude.
everything.
Yeah, not everything. He said, nah, both sides said, nah, I'm gonna
Yep.
tweak you down to the lowest.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to put you down where you can barely make it.
Yep. Beautiful, man. But guess what though? It was what you was going into earlier. This sign was bringing people in. You know, because they seen their name on the sign, they
Yep.
stopped, they looked, and like, hold up, my name on the sign, Puerto Rico, Venezuela.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Asher,
saying?
yep.
Yeah, Asher.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it started
Gotta
sparking
act.
things in their mind, like, hold up, man. And then you remember, I heard this before in Puerto Rico.
Yep.
You know?
'Cause I remember they had one under Puerto Rico, Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know?
But that Judah,
Yeah.
you can't get them to stop and look. They don't even look this way.
Yeah.
Or if they do stop, just like I said, you got the black woman or got the sleep something.
Destroy
Let it be
it,
quiet.
Yeah.
Our
Shut
people
your ass.
destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Yeah,
man.
be quiet.
Lip hanging ass.
You over here saying, why y'all beating up on the women? They ain't really beating up on the women, but it's just facts.
Yeah.
That's just facts. She's supposed to be just like you see even the three ladies that have been there and the little girl.
They was excited, but they still.
Yeah, they
like,
kind of
okay,
they been on the sideline. Yeah, they did their thing. She got the little boy and walked off over there. Wasn't rude, didn't call him, didn't ask a question. And like I said, we freely given. We didn't charge you for nothing.
Right.
See, that's beautiful. See, you can't get that in the house, you know, on the keyboard.
No.
You can't get that.
No.
Man.
You can't be, like how we said, you can't be a weekend warrior.
Yeah. You can't get it, man.
Like I say, when they come out and meet you in person, man, you know, they not on no keyboard.
Yeah.
You come and you see us out here on the highways ahead. You come up to us in person and get that interaction, man.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing like it.
Ain't nothing like it.
Right?
This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom.
Yeah, man, it's upon this kingdom, man. Babylon the Great. It's upon this sinful kingdom where all the idol worship at, where all the confusion is at. where all the misinformation is at, the ideologies are at. Go ahead,
And I will destroy it off the face of the earth.
Ooh, it's gonna be destroyed, man, by thermonuclear fire, man. Everything's gonna burn with fervent heat. This place gonna rock to and fro like a drunkard because Yahweh Shemal Shai is mad with all the wickedness going on here.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh.
Yeah, man, that 130 and that 144,000 gonna make it through, man. They're gonna get delivered by what these people ignorantly call UFOs. They're gonna get delivered out of this coming fire, this coming destruction. They're gonna make it out because why? They hold fast to what they have learned from the elders, the apostles, all right, and the occupant of Great Millstone. The brothers is out here teaching the real truth. They've got these small sanctuaries in every major city, bringing out this true word. People stopping, people being able to get understanding, you know, being able to bring them back to that holy seed, man, being that holy seed.
It says, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
Hey, and the Lord is sifting, man. He's starting with us. He is starting with us. Hey, when you go to Amos 3, what it say? He say, you only have I known, man. The Lord only know you so-called blacks, you so-called Native Americans, you so-called Latinos, man. You know, that's why you catching hell. That's why you got ICE agents running in your house early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, man, snatching you out the house. Because running you through the streets, man. I mean, cutting off your EBT.
Yeah.
You know,
just like how that brother just said. He said, like how you just said. He said, when the last time you see the ICE agent ran up into a dot head house or in their store?
Right.
When the last time you see him grab out Moab? Right. You know, the Koreans, but you know, but that's just something separate. Right.
Yep.
He said he didn't do all them.
Yep.
Same thing like how you said, us, Native Americans, Latinos.
Yep.
19-year-old kid, he working at a job at the grocery store. That nigga said a couple of ICE agents bum rush him. Brought him in for a couple hours and let him go.
Bro, they pulling up on people and asking them for identification.
Yep.
Just pulling up like teenagers, bro.
Yeah, they do it. No, they call it the mob mentality now.
Hey,
like
but if you think about it, man, when you really go into the Latinos, the Native Americans, the so-called Negroes, these are pretty humble people, man. You know, real nice, laid-back people. Right. You go into the Japanese, the Chinese, these people are weird, man. Right. You know, they are weird, man. You can't talk to them. They are like they don't want nothing to do with you. Stay the hell away from me. You know,
they look at you like you're like what's the word I want to say? They look at you like you're not awkward.
Right. Yeah, but you beneath them. Right?
Yeah.
Oh well, we seen that. What did the one Chinese woman say? Oh man, y'all are nothing, and I'm so beautiful, I'm so pretty.
Look at you.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at you. And then we started messing with it. I said, you ain't beautiful. You want the little white makeup on your damn face.
Yeah, got Down syndrome, man.
I'm going to open your eyes the next time you just start dunking at it.
It says, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Woo, not the least grain, man, because Yahweh Shemal Shai is in control. He say not one of his are lost, man.
It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
Yeah, 2/3 are going to die by those thermonuclear missiles and Esau Edom, which is the sword, you know.
Which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Woo, that pride.
Yep.
It says, verse 11, in that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen and close up the breaches thereof.
Yeah, and that's what you see. When you see the northern kingdom and southern kingdom come together, that's the tabernacles of David coming back together, man. Those breaches being amended back together, man. You know, that third temple. You know, that third temple coming back, man, being built right before your eyes. Each brother is a stone. Each brother is a precious stone coming back to Yahweh Shemal Shai, building that spiritual temple. Because he said the temple of Yahweh Shemal Shai is within you. You know?
Yeah, man, that's what Esau he know, because one guy said, what would happen if the days on that rain?
It says, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Woo, in the times of Solomon, man, the days of old, man, when we all was together, we had that 40 years of peace, man. You know? And I was looking into, I seen David, man. David was what, 30 years old when he became king of Israel. Then he reigned for 47 years, so he was 77 years old when he died, man.
It says that they may possess the remnant of Esau of Edom and all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh, that doeth Salakia.
But that's that gospel, that good news what you was trying to tell them. You know, yeah, we're gonna get the kingdom. We're gonna be living in palaces. We're gonna walk on streets made of gold. We're gonna have chariots. But we're gonna get our enemies, man. We're gonna have our foot on the neck of these heathens, man. Esau, Edom.
And we'll see each other just like how we are right now. It ain't gonna be estranged. Like, hey man, how you doing? It'll be like how you said, seeing your long lost brother, your long lost friend for years. You can, the same way how we act, all of us could be acting the same. Like, dude, wake up! Talking and joking and having fun.
And that cancer gonna be out the earth. Esau, Edom, man. That man, that man that destroyed the nations, man, that just separated our brothers, man. He's gonna be taken out the way and never gonna be able to come back into power again.
I want to beg about finally gonna get his justice.
That's one of the blessings of this truth too, man. Getting the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom back, bro. You know, we gotta be. You know, it has to happen, and it's not gonna happen under Jesus Christ. You know, because Jesus Christ been in the world for how long?
Yeah, man, because I don't know about you brothers, but like when you dealing with the northern kingdom, or you going to eat different restaurants, you know, and you start eating some of the spices that they use, and eating some of the food, like, damn, I like that. Because, you know, y'all brothers, man. So, you know, you're going to have that same flavor, that same, like, taste for things, man. You know?
Shit, I love, man. Hey, look, listen, I can eat the Latino food all day long.
Bro, I went to South Carolina. I went to a little Latino club, and man, I had a good time. I'm in there, they dancing and they enjoying themselves. You know, Jake gonna shoot that boy up.
Yes, bro. The Northern Kingdom, they not as, you know, the curse is not as on them.
They ain't as volatile as
that one. The I being evil toward thy brother. That one don't affect them like that. They have that camaraderie. So when they get around each other, they know how to party. They dance. You know,
they even know how to let you have a good time with them. So Jake, if that was Jake, man, you have a Mexican brother come around. Why he around here? I can't stand these Mexicans. You know, that's what Jake gonna say, man. You know,
that's like how some get mad. No, what do you mean the Mexicans are our brothers and stuff?
Right.
You know, they catch attitude when you say
right. And they think just because they have their own countries and stuff that they run in those countries. No, it's a small hat that's over Argentina. You know. No, they don't control these countries, bro.
When you in Mexico.
When you look at Brazil, you know, when you look at these different Nicaragua, it's Edomites in control, bro.
You're not lying, because when I talk to them, because I work with a lot of Northern Kingdom, they're like, man, fuck that guy. You know, when you ask them about their president and how they doing, they're like, man, fuck that guy. You know, because they know he's a puppet leader, man.
You got that
end up on that one.
I got KJV 1 Peter 2:5. Ye also, as lively stones, are built up in a spiritual house.
That's that third temple, man. Lively stones, man, built up in a spiritual house. But they got these people over here sacrificing the red heifer. They getting ready to say, oh, well, we got to build a third temple. Thinking carnally, man. But the Lord is building a spiritual temple right before their eyes. Yahweh Bashimah Shah is building up the tabernacle of David right before their eyes. And these niggas can't even see it, man.
They probably gonna throw that bad boy up too. They gonna probably ship in some Israelites. Hey, listen, they probably throw 1,000 people on that job and have it up in because they know they ain't got a lot of time. You know,
they see it literally just like how the elder kept saying, months.
They speeding up.
They speeding everything up. So they say we got how many black folks and all these other people around us. I know, get away her smoke. EBT snapping away. Once we let that ride, that's it. Let it ride for a few months. We get the chaos out of it.
Because you got to think about it, man. Like me and I was talking about earlier, a lot of people living off credit cards, the EBT, Section 8. A lot of people living off of those things. So you take that away, this place is going to be chaotic, man. You know?
They're going to come carnal, man. That's the big thing. They're going to come carnal, man.
They're going to take whatever the government gives them.
They're going to take whatever the government gives them.
You got some people they trade stocks all day, they make money. Wait till, like, what are you going to do when that sees your bank account?
Hey, what was you brought out something happened to the crypto money or something?
Yeah, it was 2 billion. Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Like
crypto.
2 billion.
Yeah, and then that whole when it went down, they said a lot of people, but a good bit of people committed suicide.
2 billion
2
crypto.
billion crypto, but see, they kept that quiet underneath the table.
Damn.
And then on top of that one, just I be, you know, I ain't trying to be funny with my family members, but my aunt and my brother, they keep telling me that's why you gotta save your money, save your money. And I told them, I said, well, you ask you a question. Okay, let's say we save your money, $5,000-$6,000. Okay.
Right.
What the hell I can do with me if I can't get to the bank or the ATM and everything shuts down?
Exactly.
I got the money in
But
there,
then
but I
the
can't
whole
get to
time
it.
you got things like that going on. But what do the government do? They give these niggas something like sports gambling.
Right.
Oh, these niggas getting locked up, coaching in Portland. Everybody getting locked up for sports
Right.
betting.
Hey, they went into that too, and they were saying if these niggas are the niggas you caught, who was above them?
Exactly.
Somebody
Where are they? Where's the Edomite?
Yeah.
Because there's an Edomite in this place.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere.
Ain't no way money just can stay between us.
Right.
Hell no.
No.
Because
Hell no.
nigga, Vegas is
Yes.
bro. The influence that Vegas has
Yes.
is big, bro.
Yeah, even the mafia, they had, as soon as
Yeah.
mafia knew Vegas was going up, they knew that was the
But that
cash
shit
cow.
been going on, man. Why you
Yes,
think they're
exactly.
saying that they caused Michael Jordan and Magic to retire for that little bit of time, man?
Yeah.
Because they got caught shaving points, man. They was already doing sports betting, man. Why you think Jordan left and went to play basketball for a little while? Because the nigga got caught cheating, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it was like, you know, that's how they really get a lot of people. They have them come into Vegas.
Yep.
They show them around.
Yep.
You know, they might get them, you know, a little bit of money to gamble with, and then they get you in debt.
Yep.
And then you a debt slave. When I was over there, you know, a few months back, the Uber driver said it's well known in Vegas that that nigga The Weeknd, he's a slave.
Wow.
Like he's in debt to the I think the Bellagio.
Wow.
He owed him like $80 million, and they said he'll never leave Vegas.
Damn.
He can't leave.
Damn.
Imagine that.
Yep.
They done had you. How the fuck do you run up an $80 million tab?
Oh, yeah.
How? Who let you do that?
Yeah.
You try to buy a building or something?
You know? Who let you gamble $80 million? Like,
Yeah, because even in sports, you have a money manager.
right?
You know, you like, hey, hold up, you spending a lot of
Yeah,
money.
bro. After
you know?
a meal, I'm stopping, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't let you do that 80 times,
Yeah.
Some probably that box too.
bro.
I know, well, that must be some
$100,000 box.
Yeah, bro. But hey, he like y'all call brother, y'all call like to say, man, that must be some expensive ass y'all
Yeah,
keep
I
getting.
ain't lying.
To run up that type of time, and they say he can't. They say he can't leave till he pay it off.
Yeah, 80 million. Yeah, he might as well go ahead and die at Uber driver.
Damn.
Ain't that much music, you know, and music not doing that well.
Nah.
You know?
Yeah, the Murphy's going out there.
Yeah, bro. You still holding that?
Yeah, I still got a little bit more left on here. And a holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai.
And this is a spiritual sacrifice right here. Coming out to the highways, the byways, and the hedges, man. Making our calling and election sure, man. Letting the Lord know that, hey, we want to be a part of that spiritual temple, that third temple, man. We want to be a part of that salvation that's coming, man. So you got to come out here to the highways, the byways, the hedges, and put forth the work. You got to do the things that are pleasing unto Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. And like the Ark always say, man, hey, it's not grievous, man. You know, coming out here, you know, speaking for 2 hours or so, you know, going home and reading and doing your videos, doing whatever you can to show you how about Shem Yahweh Shai. I'm trying, man.
Yeah, just like how we had
protection.
like we just had we had our brothers up in front of us. Shot just said, man, we could be doing something else for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Got plenty of football games on right now. We could be flipping through.
Right.
Yup.
I done go and got the new Battlefield 6 came out. I could have been home playing that.
Right.
Yup.
Yeah, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Smoking weed, playing video games.
Getting
man.
drunk.
Yup.
Such thing.
You know, but
No such thing as free will.
you know, but hey,
Exactly.
here we are. We right out here.
Man.
Yup.
Yep.
We in our lot, as they say.
That's my lie, huh?
That's my lot, huh?
Yeah, man, because we want that, like the Ark always say, we want that true rest, man. And that's what we were trying to tell the brother about the gospel. They say, hey, this is what you've been waiting for. This is the good news you've been waiting to hear, man. That you about to get a kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, you gonna have a power that's gonna come back fighting for you. That's beautiful, man. Because Jake never had nobody fight for him. You know?
Look at that northern kingdom, man. The spirit has them stop here.
Have you seen the little girl?
Yeah,
she
man,
was all in it, man.
She was all
you
in
know?
it, man.
Yeah.
And then you had the mother Judah go by here with these little, you know,
Nappy heads. That's what you can say. Nappy heads.
Bro, imagine that. Can y'all imagine just walking through, like, when you get a dog, you know, you name your dog, right? And you call him by his name. Imagine walking around the earth with no identity.
Yep.
And that's 2/3 of our people. And they like it.
they like it.
You know? But like you say, the Lord had them stop by to what? To get their names, get their identity, get the name of the Heavenly Father.
And they took a picture of it.
You know?
You know?
So, you know, that's a dark place to be in, man. Hey,
And
like
you never
said,
know that brother might go back and join the camp in Puerto Rico.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah, and hey, you know, you got to do head of work, head of name in the word. It could be another 1/3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, right. That's right. That's right.
That let you know, man, the Lord's sealing this thing up, man. They say when the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to preach around the four corners of the earth, then the end shall come. All the way in Puerto Rico.
All the way.
You know?
Yeah. Four corners of the earth.
Yeah.
We started the camp with the end of all things is at hand.
Woo!
You know? So a full circle.
Yeah, full circle. Beautiful, man. So y'all brothers, that was it. Hey, so with that, we're going to end off by giving all the praise and all the glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect around the four corners of the earth that are making it calling and election sure. Shalom. Beautiful, man. Hey, that was a little spiritual booster right there. Man. That pushed us on through right there.
Sir.
Yeah. That
Came
pushed
by, I mean, people.